The year 2023 has brought the continued prominence of Social Security as a significant national topic, and it's easy to understand why. The countdown clock is ticking, and we have just 1 decade remaining before Social Security potentially becomes insolvent. It's a pressing issue that demands attention, leaving many to wonder, what exactly is being done about it by Congress, the White House, and even former President Donald Trump? Are there any notable campaigns or campaigners actively advocating for change? One intriguing incident that recently caught my attention involves a YouTuber who decided to take action. He wrote letters to both President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump, expressing his concerns and questions regarding Social Security. To his surprise, he received a response from President Biden, a response I'm about to share with you. Furthermore, I'll provide a reference to his YouTube channel for those interested in exploring more of his content. However, what's particularly noteworthy here is that this isn't the first time I've come across such a response. In fact, it appears nearly identical to previous replies from different sources. This raises valid concerns about whether these responses genuinely address the inquiries of concerned citizens, or if they are simply generic templates used to acknowledge correspondence. Let's dive into the content of the letter sent by the YouTuber to President Biden. The letter, which carries a tone of urgency, states, "Dear President Biden, I'm writing to highlight the critical state of Social Security benefits and to request your support in increasing them. The rising cost of living has left numerous retirees and disabled individuals struggling to cover essential expenses, despite a lifetime of contributions. I implore you to endorse legislation that will bring about meaningful enhancements. Your leadership can have a profound and lasting impact on the lives of countless Americans, upholding our values in the process." Now, let's juxtapose this heartfelt appeal with the response that President Biden provided. "Dear Mr. Clark, I appreciate you taking the time to reach out to me. I strongly believe that we bear a moral responsibility to provide Americans with the support necessary for them to maintain their independence and age with dignity. This commitment has driven me to stand up for our senior citizens, work on lowering costs, strengthen Medicare and Social Security, and vehemently oppose any attempts to reduce the effectiveness of these fundamental federal programs. Last year, I was proud to sign the Inflation Reduction Act into law. This landmark legislation empowered Medicare to negotiate the prices of certain high-cost drugs, ensuring that a month's supply of insulin for seniors is capped at $1.35, and that seniors' out-of-pocket expenses at pharmacies are limited to $2,000 annually. These provisions build upon our ongoing efforts to enhance the lives of senior citizens across the United States. Moreover, this legislation allows for hearing aids to be purchased over the counter, and improvements in family, community, and nursing home care are underway. Our seniors are finally experiencing some much-needed relief. However, I must note that Republicans in Congress are presently threatening to repeal the Inflation Reduction Act. Such a move would serve to benefit big pharmaceutical companies while raising healthcare costs for our cherished seniors. Furthermore, certain congressional Republicans are proposing the unsettling idea of putting Medicare and Social Security on the chopping block. Let me assure you that, should anyone attempt to cut Social Security or Medicare, I will staunchly oppose them. The strength, resilience, and wisdom of older Americans have been instrumental in shaping our great nation, and I am committed to doing everything in my power to ensure they continue to thrive. Sincerely, President Joe Biden. Upon scrutinizing these two documents, it becomes apparent that the response provided by President Biden does not directly address Mr. Clark's request for information regarding future plans or specific actions aimed at enhancing Social Security. Instead, the response delves into recent legislation and political dynamics, sidestepping the core question. This pattern raises valid concerns about whether politicians are genuinely tackling the Social Security issue head-on, or if they are redirecting attention to related topics. In summary, it seems that both the White House and lawmakers are handling the Social Security issue with a similar rhetoric, often skirting direct answers to pressing questions. This can be understandably frustrating for those seeking concrete plans and solutions for Social Security reform. It prompts us to ponder whether this pattern is emblematic of a broader issue in the realm of political discourse and communication.